Lovebug. If you happen to be new here, my name is Mercy Vaughn. My channel is all about being the intersection between faith, fashion, and fragrance. So if that is a yo vibe, consider joining the Lovebug tribe. So hopping into today's video, we are doing a Genre first impression. If you do not know, Genre is a black man-owned fragrance company based out of Louisiana. He does something called ordering windows. So they will open for a 24-hour period on set day. So if it opened, for example, March 20th at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, then it will close on March 21st, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. So you have just 24 hours to place. And I know with this order, I was definitely among the last of them to place an order. But because I knew I was going to, do small things, I did not feel rushed or pressured. I waited until like later in the day. And so these were the things that I picked up. So he does offer a variety of sizes. So you can get a 5 ml, 10 ml, 30 ml, 50 ml, or 100 ml. And he does a mix of blends. So he has some original fragrances, he has some inspired by fragrances, and then he also has inspired by blends. So because it's the second order I've ever placed for Genre, I have made the decision to start small. I do think a 5 ml sample is a great opportunity to kind of just sit and test out a fragrance to kind of figure out if I want to upgrade. So I do have some goodies, so we're going to go ahead and just pick and sniff. All right, so first up we have ISO, which is inspired by Mind Games Blockade, and it smells a bit masculine. What's coming up to me smells a bit masculine. Now it is kind of like a citrusy forward type of fragrance, but it does lean a little bit more masculine than feminine to me. I would imagine a man smelling like this. Like if somebody walked past me smelling like this, I would just kind of assume that it's a man. Of course, a black man, a good smelling black man. He's clean cut. He's in a suit. Cufflinks shining. Shoes shine. Fresh lineup. He might got a nice timepiece. That beautiful melanated skin. Yeah. It does lean a little bit masculine to me, but because it is very citrusy forward, and I do enjoy a good citrus, I do think that I could pull this off. I'm interested to see how it will perform on my skin, because I know my skin likes to sweeten things up. So I wonder if it will stay kind of very masculine leaning, if it will soften up, how it will change over time. But this is nice. If you are an extreme feminine fragrance wearer, I'm not sure you would enjoy this. I'm not completely sure. It does lean very masculine, but I also think that you also have to enjoy citrus. So I'm definitely interested to sit with this some more. So that is ISO. Next up, we have La Vanille, which is inspired by Guerlain's Vanille Planifolia. I've never smelled the original, so just going in with a blank slate. Now, what is coming up to me is definitely something that's more powdery. So let's put our nose on it. Yeah, I would definitely say this is a very like powdery vanilla. I get a small hint of vanilla, but right now it's very subtle. Now, keep in mind, these are made to order, so they've only sat and been in my possession for like a little over 24 hours. So I do think that they will change over time, especially with a vanilla fragrance. Sometimes vanilla will change and deepen and change over time. So as it matures, I do believe that this will change. But right now it's very powdery. I think in order to enjoy this, you have to enjoy a powder fragrance, like a baby powder fragrance. If you do not enjoy baby powder, I cannot see you enjoying this. I think you have to be a powder lover. I like powder. I wouldn't say I'm a powder lover. So I definitely am interested to see how this will perform on skin and how this will change over time. But it is pretty though. It's just powder in my mind kind of puts me in the mood of bedtime. It's not something that I necessarily wear out. I don't really want to go out smelling like baby powder. That's not my personal preference. So this is something I can definitely see myself probably wearing to go to bed. But it is nice and pretty. And if you are a powder lover, I think that you will enjoy this. So that is La Vanille. Next up, we have Edo, which is inspired by Bond No. 9's Amber. I love a good amber fragrance, so I'm interested to kind of sit with this. Now, these are hitting me. Before I even put the tester to my nose, they're definitely caught up to meet me in the air. They're hitting me in the face, slapping me in the face. And once again, I'm getting something that's a little bit more masculine leaning, but this definitely has a woody element that I can definitely see myself enjoying. I can see myself wearing this. Now, I don't know, based upon what I'm smelling in the air, if this is something I would wear alone, but let's put my actual sniffer on it. There is something that is like, I don't know if it's tonka or if it's an oud, or there's a smoky, like incensey type of nature to it. And I don't love this, if I'm honest. I'm not in love with it. It definitely has a, I don't know if it's an oud, I don't know if it's a incense, if it's a smoke, if it's a leather or suede, but there's something in here that kind of gives like a rigidness. I don't know how else to explain it. It definitely is very masculine leaning. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. Now I'm definitely glad I got it in a small size. I would probably try it with Morning Chest by Wilhelm Perfumery. I probably would try it with something that is a little bit more sweet and dense, so like a vanilla. So I have like Vanilla and Amber by Seven Virtues, Kayali's Vanilla 28. Something that adds like a sweetness and a sugariness to kind of tone down. I don't know if it's the leather or suede or incense or oud, or I don't know what it is, but there's something that is very strong and is very forward, and I'm not in love with that. I can definitely see myself, if this does not grow on me and I cannot find ways to wear it, I can definitely see myself giving this to a man in my life, because right now it's not doing it for me. That's not how I want to smell, but that is Idol. Next up, we have Caramelo Grande, which is inspired by Bianco Latte, which is by Giordini de Toscana. And I've never actually sniffed the original of that fragrance, but I do have the Mimic inspired by, which is Mimic 163. And I really do enjoy that fragrance profile. And, sorry, it's choking me up a little. It's caught up to me in the air. I'm definitely getting that Bianco Latte DNA. I would definitely say right now what I'm getting in the air is definitely stronger than oh, it's choking me out. I will definitely say what I'm getting in the air is stronger than Mimic. And I've even heard people say that you do gotta let this sit and it will even get so much better with time. But let's sniff her. She is pretty, but I do think that she may need a little bit of time to mature. I feel like it's there, but it's gonna get better. She's not giving, she's ready, like it's not giving that. It's giving, she needs a little bit more time to mature, and they're gonna blend together and come beautifully. I think you can wear her now. I don't think she's ready yet. Like this, what I'm picking up, she doesn't feel ready. Like I do feel like she's going to change, and that's just going off of my nose. I don't have anything to compare her to, but I think she's gonna change. And I think I'm going to leave her the room to grow and to evolve, give her a little space, and we're going to see how she changes, because I do believe that she will. And I'm interested to see who she becomes. But that is Caramelo Grande. So next up we have Complexion, which is inspired by Meliora by Parfums de Marly. Never smelled that fragrance, at least not to my knowledge. So let's give her a whiff. She's fruity. She smells familiar. I feel like I've smelled this before, but I can't put my nose on what this exactly reminds me of. But this does smell like a DNA that I've smelled before. I am getting primarily fruity. You know what? You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of this. If you enjoy Sparkling Berry by Jergens, that red berry, sparkling, like berry champagne type of situation, I think that you would enjoy this. I think she is kind of reminding me of that. So probably like that champagne toast DNA. I'm not sure the notes, but that is what this is reminding me of. It's definitely giving like a red berry, probably with some like spritzer or champagne, a bubbly sweetness. I do enjoy that type of DNA. But yeah, it's making me reminiscent of like Sparkling Berry by Jergens, Champagne Toast. So if you have any of those and you really enjoy those, then I can definitely see you probably enjoying this. But I don't know if this is a must-have for a need in my collection, but I will sit with her and see how I feel over time, but that is definitely giving me kind of like that champagne toast DNA. So that is Complexion. And lastly, we have Hypnosis, which is inspired by Mancera's Roses Vanille. Once again, another fragrance I've never smelled, but let's go ahead and give her a sniff. This really is just like Bath and Body Works Rose and Vanilla. If you enjoy that, that is this. It has that powdery rose essence. It has that vanilla essence. It's soft, but I do think this vanilla will kind of deepen over time, but it's going to be more of a kind of simple vanilla. This is definitely very rose forward, so I do believe that you have to enjoy kind of like a nice, pretty, powdery rose to enjoy this. But it's beautiful. Now, I would definitely have to sit with Performance because it really does remind me of Roses and Vanilla by Bath and Body Works. So if this performs better, I can see myself upgrading. But if it doesn't, I would just stick, I'm not gonna lie, I would just stick with the Body Mist. But I'm definitely interested to see how this performs. Now, if you love Rose and Vanilla, I would definitely say at least give it a try, get a sample, and see your feelings. But this is pretty. Like, if you enjoy Rose and Vanilla and that kind of concoction, then I think that you will enjoy this. It's pretty. It really is. It's a powdery rose. I can definitely see myself reaching for it. It's not gonna go to waste. I'm just not completely sure on if it's a need for an upgrade because I do have that fragrance mist in my collection. So that would definitely be dependent upon how this performs. But that is Hypnosis. So that is all of the goodies that I picked up from Genre from the most recent ordering window. I have not seen anything as to when the next projected order window is going to be. So if you are not, definitely join the Genre Facebook group. That is where you're going to get all of the deets, all of the info on what is going on with Genre. Please understand, if you are not in a position to shop these brands, it is a-okay. I always put emphasis on that because I need y'all to know you don't have to go broke smelling good. If you just ain't got it, you just ain't got it, and there's no reason to feel bad about that. Please understand that there are other ways in which you can support a brand that is not monetary. Engage with their content, like, follow, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you are boosting the awareness and the engagement so that it can get out to more people, and those people might be able to purchase. Put these brands on maybe your wish list to shop with, or someone's getting you a gift. You say, hey, Genre's having an order window. You want to give me something? You can buy something from here. These are things to consider. Please understand that you do not have to go broke trying to smell good, okay? Now, definitely sign up in the group chat and let me know, did you order from this most recent order window? What did you get? What are your goods? I would definitely say for my order, most of these are hits. I definitely think there is one miss. I was not a big fan of at all. But we are going to see how they are going to change and develop over time. So I will give them some time to kind of sit in the drawer and see if they change and come back to them at a later date to really formulate final thoughts and opinions. But that is it for today's video. I hope to see you back here next time for another upload. But until then, remember that I love you. God loves you. So remember to always, and I do, me, always love you too. Smooches, Lovebug.